everybody. It's Sunday, February 24th, 2008. Thanks for stopping by. This is the first of a series of language lessons that I'm going to try to produce here for my channel. I've been inspired by the Japanese language instruction of Give Me a Break Man and Takeneko, who are both in my favorites. I've looked at their Japanese lessons quite a bit, and they're pretty good. You might want to check them out. Watashi wa otoko desu. I'm a man in Japanese, one of the few things I know how to say, thanks to their videos. So, I'm going to be specializing in Turkish because I'm currently learning how to speak Turkish. My wife is Turkish, and so half of my family is Turkish, and I don't know how to communicate with them quite yet, but I am currently learning, so hopefully I'll be closer to being fluent before too long. I know a lot of the grammar, and I have a decent amount of vocabulary, but I still have a lot of work to do. Okay, so a little information about the Turkish language. I know that there's a lot of people out there who've studied French, Spanish, German maybe. These are all Indo-European languages, and they're all pretty similar in their basic structure. Turkish is not an Indo-European language. It is an Altaic language, and it is also referred to as an agglutinative language because meanings are added to words with suffixes. And also, instead of prepositions, you have postpositions. So actually, word order in Turkish is usually backwards from what it is in English or other Indo-European languages or Germanic languages. So, say in English you would say, I am like my uncle, and like would be a preposition. In Turkish you would say, I am my uncle like, and like would be a postposition. And also, Turkish is very interesting because of its agglutinative nature, you can make an entire sentence out of one word by adding various endings to it. You can add as many endings as you want to a verb or a noun. And one instance of this is often cited as the longest word in the world, which I cannot say in Turkish because it is a tongue twister, but in English it means you're not one of those people that we could not turn into a Czechoslovakian, are you? And that's one word in Turkish. And that's just the longest example, but there's many examples of things you can say with one word in Turkish. Turkish is one of the oldest languages that is currently being spoken in the world today. So it's interesting in that regard. And it's also related to Japanese and Finnish, believe it or not. So people who are fluent in Turkish supposedly can learn Japanese quite easily because Japanese is also an agglutinative language, and you add what are called particles to words to give them particular meaning. And from what I can tell about studying Japanese, which I haven't done much, but it seems to me that Japanese is very similar to Turkish, even though the words aren't the same. The structure is very similar, and actually a little bit simpler, it seems to me. So Japanese might actually be easier than Turkish to learn. Japanese and Turkish share another characteristic, and that is that they're rather flat. You can't give a lot of emphasis to a particular syllable, or people will think that you sound comical, or they won't be able to understand you at all. If you want to speak in Turkish or Japanese, you don't emphasize anything very much. Turkish, you usually emphasize the last syllable, but it's very slight. It's not a very, pronounced emphasis. So keep that in mind. You just don't worry about what syllable to emphasize. Just say it in a uniform manner, and you'll come out fine. Also, many people believe that Turkish is related to the languages of the American Indians because they were also agglutinative languages, and some of the languages of the American Indians share words with Turkish or have words that are very similar to Turkish. They believe that the ancestors of the Turks came from Middle Asia. They migrated west and settled in Turkey. They were influenced by the Arabs and the Chinese and the Greeks and other people. And they also believe that the ancestors of the Turks might have been among the people that migrated east and ended up in America. So that's a little history of the Turkish language. In the next lesson, I will talk about the Turkish alphabet, the characters that are different from the English alphabet or the Roman alphabet, and how to pronounce the different characters. It's not very difficult, but you need to understand that before you can really study the language. So anyway, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.